Pressing on now, 2-0 up into the third game against another guy called Chris with his Retribution. Very confusingly, there are two players at this event with Retribution who are both called Chris, and they're both playing Kalissa and Ravyn. So just to get the confusion out of the way, this particular Chris, I'm going to call him Chris F, and the other guy Chris B. But this guy plays his Ravyn list in a little bit of a different way. He's got Discordia there, and he's got Invictors, so he's got the caster kill opportunity there. He's also in it for a little bit of close combat retaliation. And for this particular game, I chose my Epic Vlad list. Feeling very brave, and I love Vlad, and just the idea of him facing all odds and succeeding and being a real badass, and taking the hits and just getting even more powerful. Just really cool. But the really important thing about my choice of Vlad in this list, in this game, is that we're playing bunkers and we're using the reinforcements Artemis, and this scenario means that the Doom Reavers will be coming in to help on the right hand flank. So it's not just the Arlans who are going to be ripped up by the Retribution army pretty quickly, and with his Iana and Holt and massive range damage against Jax, the Conquest is actually going to get shot to bits. But the thing is that if I can go for that right hand objective in green there, that control zone in the green, the Doom Reavers will be coming in to back me up, and they won't get shot at because they're coming in from reserve. And then if Vlad feats on them, they're going to really destroy anything in that green zone. The other good thing is that I think I've got second turn here, so that means I'll be the first to score. So if I can get a quick 2 points, and it really is only 2 points to win the scenario, unless I'm incorrect, then that will be a very decisive, ballsy way to win. And I just love that idea, and I love playing for scenario too, because if you drop a game in your first 6 games, you won't get to the final unless you have enough control points compared to the other guys. So that's another reason why this Vlad list is actually quite good in Steamroller. So let's go to the next image. Features his setup here. He's got the Invictors just hanging around Discordia for the buff that he gives friendly troops, and he's got the single unit of Stormfall Archers, which are going to be a pain. They're really going to hurt the Colossal after Iana and Holt have gone there and put the Kissalis on him. And Ravyn just hanging back around there. So next image, Chris F moving out first. His Mage Hunter Assassins just rocking up here. I'm not actually sure if he's got maximum unit of them, which is weird, because usually when you're playing Ravyn, you'd go for that assassination with a maximum unit of them, but he seems to be playing them a little bit more of an attrition style, which is unusual for her. You've also got Iana and Holt sort of camping the little zone here, so I'm definitely going to have to get rid of those guys. Next image, my very gutsy first turn, Vlad just saying fuck you to the Ret and running up forward here, causing a massive line, and I'm going to have to endure one round of shooting. But after that, what's going to happen is the Doom Reavers are going to show up. I'm going to be able to charge over to the objective and potentially score a point. He's not going to be able to hopefully deal with the Colossal and all 6 of the Horsemen at the same turn. So we'll see how it goes. I also have to keep something in the white zone there, just in case I fail to get 2 points in a row and he starts scoring. So just got to bear that in mind. Next image, he's the first player to bring reinforcements on, as the first player to act, and it looks to be Nan and 2 Mage Hunter Assassins, very dangerous. They are going to easily kill whatever I leave to contest the zone on the left-hand side, so whatever Vlad's going to have to do, he's going to have to do it quick. Very exciting. Next image, Iana and Holt moving out into the green zone. Now, there's no way I'm going to be shooting here. Holt will just negate my first shot. Iana moving out as well and putting Kiss of Lilith on him, and then the whole army opens up on me, just doing horrendous damage to the Conquest. Not killing it outright, fortunately, but really just fucking it up with all of the Stormfall brutal damage and Mage Hunter Assassin Jack hunting rolls and everything. So that's very punishing, but what I'm liking about the situation is that he's not swamping the zone full of guys, which makes it hard for me to clear them. He's only put a few guys in the zone, not expecting me to go for the points so decisively and quickly. Next image. Vlad charges one of his own mechanics just so that he can get closer to where the Doom Reavers are. The mechanics, by the way, got shot by the Mage Hunter Assassins to prevent me from healing the horrific damage that he did. Vlad rolls, I think, 4 tokens totally for the feat, and the Draken heads over to the left-hand side there to contest and kill one of the Mage Hunter assassins on the left. So that's the plan there. He should be tough enough to, well, he might not be tough enough to survive around there, but it means that he won't score in my turn. And the two Doom Reavers that were in range of Vlad actually rushing over there as fast as he could have charged in and they've killed Holt, I believe it is. No, what happened there is the Conquest charged in and killed Holt. One of the Ulans moved in and killed Ayana, and by the way, he actually shredded 4 of my Ulans out of 5 the previous turn, so that was very scary. But critically, I've got a point here, and I'm in a situation where there's not very much space in the zones. If he swamps the zones, I've got Doom Reavers to berserk them out. And I've got the Conquest as well, so he's going to have to choose between, on the one hand, finishing off the Conquest with all of his firepower, or clearing out what's in the zone and putting guys in there for the Conquest to kill. So I'm really feeling pretty strong about that situation. And if you go to the next image, he's got his Mage Hunter and Naan ready to attack the Draken, but doesn't really care. The Draken's a very high armor at the stage, and any resources he puts into finishing off the Draken aren't going to be sent over to the other side of the field where it matters. Next image, his decision here, and this really interested me, was to actually give the Mage Hunter assassins, the Mage Hunter Strike Force, the run charge order, charge 3 of them at the Conquest, and those 3 aren't even in the zone, by the way, and of course they're doing massive damage to it, and after the Stormfall shredded it as well, actually totally wrecking it completely. So that was really interesting to see, but it means that they're not in the zone. I'm going to be able to focus on whatever else he puts into the zone. So next image, by the way, Reinhold, my reserves choice, which is really funny because if you put him within 3 inches of the Doom Reavers during the reserves, he takes an Abomination check at Command 4, so don't do that. But he came on the other reinforcements route, which is behind my lines to the middle, and he just ran his full 14 inches over here so that he could rush out and contest the flag should things go wrong, and that's a really great use of Reinhold's. It's only 1 point. The Draken tanking the damage from Naan and the Mage Hunter really nice and comfortably because his arm is something like 22 at this point, so nothing to worry about. And next image, here's the situation. The only thing that he's put into the zone to stop me from winning the game is Discordia, and as you can see I've got a maximum unit of, well there's a min and max, but I've just got the 6 Doom Reavers sitting there plus one of the Ulans. I can't put Hand of Fate on the Doom Reavers, but I've got Transference, and that's just absolutely critical. Sometimes Transference is just such a game winner in these tight situations, because now the Doom Reavers can run, charge through. Hopefully they'll have range to that big massive rubble, but Discordia will have to face their onslaught. So next image, here's how I did it. I managed to carefully charge them in so that I think 5 of them in total, might have only been 4 actually, 4 or 5, were within the 2-inch reach range. And they're Mat 7, Discordia's defense 12. So it was 5s to hit. Now I didn't want to fail even a single one of these, so Vlad dropped all of the other unnecessary upkeeps except for Transference and just stacked a 6 focus there, and every one of these Doom Reavers boosted a hit, needing 5s and 3 dice. And I literally rolled a 1-1-3 for like 2 of my rolls, which is like, oh my god, had you not used Transference there, you would have missed one. Discordia would have been fine. But as it stands, with all of them attacking Discordia like that, and with the power 13s and the 4 dice, they just crushed him, and that was it. Won the game in a very decisive and ballsy way that was really sort of very appropriate for Vladimir and his play style and his background, and that always makes me feel good when you're sort of almost in the role-playing aspect of War Machine. And you might argue that the real way to sort of achieve that with Vlad is for him to take damage to kill enemy caster in the midst of the enemy army, just because he's got the massive speed and mat buff. But I mean, he's all about the superiority of Khador warrior models in this incarnation, and I felt like I really achieved that, and I got the most out of his spell list and his feat. So it felt like a very, very satisfying game with Vlad, and I hope you guys agree. So I'll see you in round 4 coming up very shortly.